Okay, so quick test rig here to test the sealing of this insert into this housing. So this is the semi PP insert. It has well, a lot of picture to the post, but it has two O-rings on the outer surface, sorry, the outer circumference of the insert that slots into here, and it has a single O-ring, which is the one I was always worried about. You can see the join in there, so it has a single O-ring just compressing up against that face. So the insert obviously slides in from this direction, my grubby finger there, and the O-ring is between these two surfaces here, and it's just compressed together. I also have these little grub screws in here that hold the insert in place, and the stud for the inlet manifold, which is threaded partly into the side of the insert as well, so it holds everything in place there. The grub screws are set up. There's a little indentation on the side wall of this in here, which basically means that the grub screws hold everything nice and tightly in place and compresses the O-ring on this side here. When the inlet manifold goes on, of course, there's another groove for an O-ring here to seal the inlet manifold to the insert, and of course when everything bolts up tight, it'll all compress in and sort of sandwich everything together, and should help. So I've done up this little test rig. So this is just a fuel pressure gauge, and just a little barb fitting here, two flat plates of aluminium bolted together, some sealer there. The sealer hasn't even dried yet. I've literally just fitted it there now, and so I figured we would have a test. And so this is the test, because obviously all these are the cooling jacket holes, and they go right the way around here, including in here, and the insert goes right through the cooling jacket. So I want to make sure that the O-rings are sealing on all sides. So I'll set the camera up here, and I've got literally just a little hand sort of vacuum pressure pump type job there, and we'll see what pressure we can get into this thing before something pops. Let's see, so you can see the gauge there. So on the red inner dial here, that's bar. So to put it into perspective, the cooling system will run a maximum of 1.3 bar of pressure on the coolant before the radiator cap basically opens and lets everything into the expansion bottle. And the boost, which will be coming through, well, inside here we'll see vacuum and boost sort of pulsations and stuff like that, but I mean, I'll not be running any more than probably about 1.2 bar of boost on this engine, because it's a rotary and because I don't want to break the thing. So I'll put my little hose on there. Let me see if I can do this. The gauge on this thing as well. Let's see the best way to do this. So we're not getting, oh, we can see we're getting pressure on this gauge now, so this is gonna, there'll be a slight discrepancy, I'm sure, but as long as we can get up to a couple of bar, we'll be good. Let's have a pump, fill that little coolant jacket space full of air. So we're already up there at a bar and a half. Yeah, pretty almost. So that's pretty good. It doesn't seem to be, pressure doesn't seem to be dropping at all, which is good. If it does drop, it's probably this, because this tends to leak. So I'm going to pump it up, and then I'm going to close off this hose, and then I'm going to leave it and see what the gauge says, see if it drops over time. So we're up to 2 bar there. I can't hear any hissing yet. Keep going. I don't know what this pump will actually pump to. 3 bar at least. This is more than enough. Either something's going to start to hiss or something's going to pop out. One of the two. That's pretty good. I think this little pump's starting to struggle. So there's 3 bar, over 3 bar on the hand pump gauge, and bang on 3 bar on the fuel pressure gauge. Fuel pressure gauge is probably a bit more accurate, I would say. Let's keep going. I mean, this is more than enough. Oh, what popped there? Oh, that's what popped off. The hose popped off the fitting. So we got to, I don't know, I'll have to check the camera again. It was 4 bar or something silly like that, which is plenty. I'm pretty confident I'm not going to have any sealing issues with the O-rings in here. Should be pretty good, but I'll put some pressure in this again up to maybe 3 bar, and then I'll leave it overnight. And I'll come back to it, and hopefully we still have some pressure in it. If we do, I'm happy enough. We're good to go. So I'll update you on the progress anyway. But yeah, looking good so far.